is ST line. So
yeah, so the boot is massive, absolutely massive. So number 5 is the roominess of the car. For essentially it's a golf size car. The boot is massive, and with the seats down, it's even bigger. So number 4 is the interior. I really like the interior of this car. It's a good interior. Big fan of the interior of the car. It looks good. Yeah, big fan. Carbon trim, well, carbon looking trim, of course not carbon. Just better than the wood trim or crappy trim. Piano black would have also been cool. And then obviously just the infotainment there. This well thought out cup holder, push it down and it adjusts, so you can put 1 drink, 2 drink and a smaller something. In my case you could put a drink, water, a Coke and a stand up tortilla wrap. Number 3, third thing that I like about the car, how economical it is. So it's a diesel, but we'll talk about that later. As you can see in the trip, I've had it for 789 miles at an average 47.8 miles per gallon. Bear in mind, I live in London, and while living in London, I do a lot of, although it's not been as busy as before and there's not that much traffic, there's still quite a lot of traffic. So I do quite a lot of traffic, standstill, moving around, driving around. And I also, I've done 2 trips to Essex, 2 return trips from Essex, Southwest London to Essex. So that's 220 mile returns. So yeah, 47.7, pretty good return on economy. Like I said, it's a diesel. So it'll be worth noting what the difference is once you add in AdBlue and so on. But yeah, diesel. Yeah, so my second favorite thing about the car is the tech. How you can really see that they've put a lot of tech into a car that's, you know, quite a budget car for a lot of people. Look, full digital cockpit, good color screen. Heated seats on both sides. Heated steering wheel. So that survived, heated steering wheel. Very, very good. Dash, very clear. Good startup sequence, quite fun. You can flick through screens. You can tell you whatever you want to hear. Look, good tech, it's got very good tech, this car, so I really like it. And my number 1 best thing about this car is just how good it looks. I'm not a Ford guy, but this car looks good. It's a very, very good looking car. It's got a very good front end. Obviously that grille, very Aston Martin reminiscent. And for essentially quite a low level, just ST trim, ST line car, I think it looks very good. The headlights aren't some cheapo headlights, even though they're not HIDs. They are very nice. Excuse the dirt, I've not washed it for the 6 weeks I've had it. But yeah, I think you can agree. Favorite bit is how good it looks. Alright, so I'm struggling to think of 5 things that I hate about this Focus, but I mean, come on, it's a good car. However, let's start with one of the things that number 5 that I don't like about this car. It's a diesel. So when you work out the cost of diesel and the cost of AdBlue, which isn't much, work out how much it'll cost per tank or whatever to fill up and what miles you get out of that compared to that to a petrol. With how good petrol engines are now, I don't think it's a necessity to have a diesel. Plus also, we need to be getting rid of diesels. So the fact that this is a diesel, not a biggest fan. The fact that it's a diesel, yes, good economy, but I don't think the petrol one would be way off that economy number, especially from a cost point of view as well when you factor in the AdBlue. Number 4, everything's just a little bit cheap feeling compared to a Golf. I'm comparing everything that I'm saying today to a Golf, not so much my Golf because mine's a Golf R, so you can't compare, especially in economy and so on, but just overall I don't really like how cheap it feels. So number 4 on the list of what I don't like about this car is its cheapness. It's just cheap, hollow. Number 3 on the list, which kind of goes with it's not so much the build quality, it's just the little touches. One of the things that annoys me is in a car you see in my Golf you hold the door where you want it on the door latch and it holds. This one, many times I've had it either go out, but it's really hard to hold where you want it on the door latch, and then it either closes in on you, or the worst one is when you hold it where the door strap is. So the door strap wants to stop there, it's fine, and you're like doing something, then you move it and the door just opens up but ends up hitting the car next door, so, or the wall. I've not hit a car, but I got very close to hitting a wall. So again, that could be put as part of the plasticiness or the build quality or whatever, but it just, the door strap definitely annoys me. Number 2 of things I hate about this car, it sounds. It really is like the speakers are really terrible. They're not great at all. It's just not a good sound from these speakers. I can't put it on obviously because I don't know. It just like, yeah, it's all a bit distorted. It's not great. So one thing. Number 2 in things I don't like about this car is the sound system's not great. In terms of the user interface goes with the things I love about this car, and it's how good it is. It's got full Apple CarPlay and Android Play or whatever it's called. So when you plug it in through a USB, it all controls from here. You got your Waze, your messages, your whatever you want. It's great. But the quality of the sound from the speakers is absolutely, definitely not great. Again, it's a base model, but it's not great. Now we get to the single biggest thing I hate about this car, and is that it's slow. This car is slow. Part of the tech, contactless key, don't know if I love it or I hate it. Just because I got the key on me, but yeah. So number 1 thing I hate about this car, how slow it is. It's a diesel, so at about 2,500 RPM it runs out of puff. I mean, it's fine for around town or whatever, but you know, when you want to join a motorway and they road fast, or you want to pull out really quick, whatever. It's a manual, so I know how to drive a manual, and it's good. I've not driven one in a while because I've not driven the Nissan for over a year, and obviously the wagon is DSG. But yeah, it's slow. It's really slow. I like to drive the petrol version. This is a 1.6 diesel. I like to drive the petrol version, see how that feels, but this one is slow. So the number one thing I hate about this car is slow. However, overall, I've really had to look for things to be picky about because it's a great car. It looks great, it's got great tech. Yeah, it feels a bit cheap, but interior is comfortable. It doesn't look bad, the interior looks good, just a bit cheap to the touch. Yes, the door strap's a bit of a minor one, but it really annoys me because a couple of times I always clattered a pillar parking close to it. Obviously, as you see, I've not done a very good job parking, just to show you guys, but I'm going to park up again properly in a minute. But yeah, this Focus ST line 2021 came to me 6 weeks ago with like 8 miles on the clock. It's going back tomorrow with, I think, about 700. I don't know, you'll see in the video whatever, but yeah, so good miles, happy with that. Thank you very much guys for watching, and it's just like a quick review. Not that I do reviews because it's not my thing, but I enjoyed that. But apart from that, thanks for watching. Bye.